So you're just gonna have to swallow my soliloquy here as I talk about the album Food from the Gods by Black Milk and Fat Ray. I just I'm a little bit obsessed with this, like we've had this great battle for the soul of hip hop and the soul of rap, and a lot of rap music was created by the material a lot of the material conditions that made rap was from the trickle down economics of the 80s and the belief that if the rich are rich enough, then the poor will get some down below. Well, we need some trickle down in hip hop appreciation. We need to have an explosion of the underground where underground albums come out, and then all these people who've been just giving up on rap music and saying there's nothing good out there get to pay attention to what is good right now. And if you can listen to Black Milk and Fat Ray and say it's not a good album, I'm sorry to say, I just don't think this is the art form for you. It's just maybe there's some other kind of music you might like, and it's okay. It's okay not to like rap music. It's okay not to like hip hop. There's a lot of people don't. Even people I like don't like it. But well, what's the point of fighting so hard? What's the point of watching the party die if we cannot listen to music that is this ill, that is this good, that is this well made, that is just, the beats are just so good. I love Jay Dilla. I'm so sorry that Jay Dilla has died, but Jay Dilla was a part of Slum Village. Black Milk was a part of Slum Village. He lives on, okay? He's not just gone. His spirit, his creativity lives on. And he's mentioned all over the place on this album, because this is another Detroit album, and it's like further solidifying, like, well, what is Detroit? Each region has to have its own personality. It seems to me that like Detroit's personality is like Jay Dilla, Eminem, Thomas Magnum, Cecil Fielder, Danny Brown. Like those are some really good people. And like just that the rap heritage there in terms of lyricists and beat makers go, and these two right in here. And I'm not saying they're as good rappers as any of those other people, but it's just, it really gives you this great sense of place, this sense of feeling, the sense of like pride of just like American creativity, not even just Detroit, just like human creativity. And it's just, this is what we're fighting for, everybody. This is why we love this art form. So please, don't just wait for the new Kendrick album. Don't just dunk on Drake for an hour and a half. Celebrate and listen to Food from the Gods. All right? I want to give a couple shout-outs here. Sam Buck of Bucked Up Music, or Bucked Out, or whatever he calls himself. Totally Bucked Up. I don't know what he calls himself. He actually sent me a message because I didn't pick this album came up. I just didn't pick it up. I just missed it. I would have gone right over my head. We're going to be collaborating again soon. And also shout out to Open Mike Eagle. We might be collaborating as well on sort of more what he calls trail mix rap, because he's really insistent on the importance of underground rap and rappers who live in holes and enjoy salmon jerky. And so he's actually, while I'm making this video, he is listening to it right now on his Twitch stream. What a time to be alive. And listen, I want to be in the commentary space. I'm happy to be in the commentary space. I just talked about Joey Badass, and I've talked about the goddamn Super Bowl 5. I've talked about the Super Bowl more than Stephen A. Smith, okay? I've talked about the Super Bowl more than Philadelphia Sports Radio, okay? And I'm happy to do that. But we have to have the roughage, okay? Not just the beef. We need the roughage. So the album starts off like any great project, I think, that has, MC, DJ, beats, rhymes all together. Starts off with a beat song from the Gods, this little sample, these different parts, has this great little killer reggae dub outro, and then we get to the song Elderberry. I don't know anything about the Bruiser Brigade. I've never heard a single song by Fat Ray. Like I don't particularly know Black Milk that well. I'm not too keen on Slum Village, so feel free to like downvote me and say that I'm a clown and I'm a poser. I'm just trying to be honest with you, Not everybody, as a great Detroitian once said, not everybody knows everything. And it's really important when you don't know something just to say you don't know. I just don't know Black Milk that well. I know he did that song Head Ass with Open Mike Eagle and Video Dave. I know that I rewatched the Head Ass video. I know that Head Ass should have been a #1 song, but what are you going to do, huh? What are you going to do? You can't dictate taste. We had to have Tootsie Slide instead of Head Ass. That's okay. And then we get to the song Elderberry, which is finally where Black Milk and Fat Ray come together. This bouncing, resetting stutter sample. It's everything I want a rap beat to be. There's this weird sample. It sounds like Michael McDonald in a blender, okay? I just want to... It's awesome. God, black milk. I've been sleeping on black milk. I don't know. What do I know? I don't know nothing. All that I know is that this beat is so ill. And then this weird vocal sample, and the way that Fat Ray just jumps on top of it. He doesn't wait for you. He just starts going. And these lines and these references, no dignity. But I bet if you could write to me, they'd keep you. If you could write like me, they'd keep you. They'd keep you tied to a bed like misery. A Kathy Bates Stephen King movie reference. And then talks about, this is one of my favorite lines, all that murder cap messed up spiritually. You know, it's fascinating because all the murder cap, right? Like if there was as much murder in the country as there is in rap music, then everybody would be dead because everyone's killing everybody. Everyone's drilling all over the place. They're doing more drilling than a popular contractor. God damn. My similes are trash, you know, but there's all this drilling, all this killing going on, all peeling the caps back, and he's saying that the cap messes up spiritually, and I like that, because, like, killing people messes people up spiritually, but even, like, pretending to kill people messes people up spiritually. Too cold lyrically, swallow my soliloquy, know the real, yet select the fugazi. There's a weird audio sample in the back. I should have tracked it down, and I did. It's a NASA engineer, crack addict, from the 80s. It's a fascinating document. I'd never seen it before. I'd never seen it before. It will, like, absolutely haunt your mind. I'm just going to pull it up here because I don't even know how I found this thing. It was just really uncomfortable. So the guy's name was Bob Williams, and he was an engineer at NASA, and he's just basically matter of fact talking like, I have $200 in my pocket. I'm going to spend it in the next 2 hours on crack. The engineer, right? Super educated, very smart guy. And yet here he is. And they quote him saying, once you've tried it, you become Anka Banka. When you take that hit, the second voice starts talking to you. It's now in control. A lot of this album is around the edges of the crack epidemic and the impact that the crack epidemic has had over the world. Over the world, but over the inner city all across America. And it's a great theme. And goes right in the song Talcum, which is very kind of Wu-Tangy like strings. I don't know. I did watch maybe 5-10 minutes of Open Mike Eagle saying that this is the kind of beat that MF Doom would rap over. But I don't know enough about MF Doom to say that, because I'm not an expert on MF Doom either. Man, you are mad at me. I'm sitting here trying to talk about underground rap music, and I don't profess to be an expert on Doom. I'm just not. But I like what I've heard. He starts rapping again, like before the beat starts, and just like he comes from a city where it ain't safe to play. Back to Black and Ray, do the shit for Dilla. See them running around with the blues like John Belushi. John Belushi, star of the, I don't know if it's like Midwest Solidarity, because, you know, Blues Brothers takes place in Chicago. Blues Brothers is a very, very good movie. Some complex things there. Some real stuff about, like, cultural appropriation and all that. I'm not going to get into. And then he has this whole style of rapping where he breaks the line and he makes the rhyme at the beginning of the next line. Lame, hold on, let me paraphrase. End up taking your money over a pair of yays. Malcolm, ready to execute him, I'm in the shades. Talcum, come with that powder, I had him in the maze. Falcon, higher than everybody, I need a raise. Awesome, cool, dynamic creation of different rhythms and feelings, and like you're like, he just says these words, you're like, where's he going to go here? Oh, okay, he goes there, because, you know, Malcolm X was hiding behind the shades with a machine gun, or not a machine gun. KRS-One had the Uzi. Malcolm X just had, I don't even, what was it? You know, my image of Malcolm X looking out the window is just KRS-One. I don't even know. I don't even know if I've ever seen the original photo. I just know the reference. How meta of me. Not meta like Facebook, meta like meta. Fat Ray, I'm not running, I'm running fade. The sample just extends so nicely. And then we get to the song Kane. Hello, yes? Yes, I'd like to speak to Black Milk. Yes, hi. Shut up. Thank you. This beat is the most shut up beat. It's this single fast note. There's a fly around me. I swallowed a bug. There's this like insanely fast single note with this really chunky beat. It's so awesome. My hair's falling out of place. God, it's so good. And this great verse again playing with the line breaks about being Billy Gruff, and this little tiny horn sound comes in. And Black Milk knows how to do something that not enough rap producers do. If you're out there taking notes, you know, instill little breaks, instill little like pauses. It works so well because, you know, the voice does its work. And then we get this guilty Simpson who comes in, voice kind of like Killer Mike, kind of in that style. Joe Jamal like the High Sparrow. Is that a Game of Thrones reference? I treat your dog like Old Yeller. Oh, that's mean. Old Yeller gets shot behind the woodshed. Spoiler for a book I was supposed to read in middle school. Do you think I read? No, I didn't read books. Then we get to maybe the best verse of the year, Just Say No, featuring Danny Brown. What? 1 second. Yes, may I please speak to Black Milk again? Yeah, great. No, yeah. This is Professor Skye. Cool. What is this beat? I'm sure it's a loop of some kind, but I don't understand how the guitar and the bass interlocks and there's this little horn. Just a follow-up question. What the fuck is this? How did you find this? And how did you make it so tight? And then how does Fat Ray come in? How do you rap over this? How do you have the skill to rap over this? And how did he do it? And how did you make this? Thank you very much. Goodbye. I said good day. And then we get Danny Brown's verse. Danny Brown, when he's not, when he's and not, he brings attention, If you're always, if you're always like the bat in that Dark Castle video game, if you're always like that, then when you speak in a serious voice, and then his verse is just a masterful verse about the effect of, now listen, I had to transcribe this myself. The lyrics are not on Bandcamp, lyrics are not on Genius, the lyrics are right here. Professor Skye, YouTube, over here, all right? Shout out Sam Buck, shout out Open Mike Eagle, shout out to other people who are trying to get underground rappers the light they deserve. 80s baby Reagan never raised in that crack boom. God damn, because the crack boom is partially the responsibility of Ronald Reagan. Okay? He liked it. He was in favor of it. He helped the crack transporters because they fought communism, everybody. 80s baby never raised in that crack boom. Birthday party fiend come around and fucking steal balloons. Uncle stole the TV right up out the living room. Fucked up now we can't even watch our cartoons. This is in the context of a potentially, hopefully, sober Danny Brown trying to get sober. Why is he having so much trouble being sober? Part of it has to be because of this life that he grew up in, with his uncle stealing his TV so he can't even watch cartoons. Nodding off in classrooms, feeling kind of sleepy. He's malnourished. He's not cared for. He's growing up in this sense of neglect. In Michigan, Detroit, always in a state of neglect. We need to help the people who helped build this country, God damn it. But we're not. We're just letting them just go, and then we just kind of laugh and we say, ha ha ha, your drinking water's bad, ha 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 ha. Last night my uncle kept arguing with my aunt, so I guess this is like maybe his house, or unclear, his apartment, or what it is, about a dime that she lost, but he already smoked it. Had to break him up in the kitchen, tried to choke her. Times your heart ain't getting better. They even stole Granny's yarn to make a sweater. The whole family's being torn apart. The kids' entertainment, the grandmother's pastimes, the marriages, everything is completely falling apart. The 80s baby, the crack never raised by Reagan, this is what Reagan's policies were designed to do. Social services took the kids, now they saying they're sorry. So now the kids go away. This is sad. Presumably him too. Back around the time Freeway Ross live, so we're talking about Freeway Ricky Ross, the famous drug trafficker. Ironic how the shit took, and one of Ricky Ross's plugs was directly protected by the United States government, just in case you don't know. Just was he was about to get arrested, and they said, "Oh, watch out, man! They're going to arrest you." Okay, good. Are you promise to fight communism? Oh, I'm sorry, it's my phone. Do you promise to fight communism? You do? Okay, very good. You want to sell more crack? We told you to stop. It's fine. It's just a little more. Ironic how that shit took everybody's drive, changed everybody's life, but now it's a deeper plan. Crack baby's born. Now I see addiction less. They say no, but everybody say yes. And these weird Motown verses. Fat Ray's verse is good, but it's just, what are you going to do when Danny Brown comes out? When Danny Brown comes out full power, when he comes out like on all cylinders, you just might as well give up, Is that Isaac Hayes in the background? Double it, this more soulful, mournful singing. It's the cult of multiplication. Earlier in the song, he talked about I want to quadruple, and Jay-Z, his whole turn a 2 into a 4 and a 4 into an 8 and all that. This great classic rock and this great shaky voice. I just want more of this beat. Then Frankie Lyman featuring Bruiser Wolf. I regret not covering the Bruiser Wolf album. These tinkling piano lines. The lyrics are so good on this, I barely even noticed the beat. Question, is anybody still checking for bars? Only a couple cities as gritty as ours. That's what Black Milk says. I'm checking for bars. Okay? Hello, Fat Ray, I'm checking for bars. Thank you very much. All right. I love you too. Corny ass people, children of the corn. And then the reference to Frankie Lyman, who's like a singer for the teenagers, like 60 years ago. It's like the references. These are some crazy references. And then we get Bruiser Wolf. Comedy in hip hop, okay? Comedy in hip hop. I love it when people are funny. Okay? That's why I keep in my office at all times. Okay? At all times. I keep my little Bismarcky doll. Okay? I think the battery ran out. It used to go. I want to. I'd like to introduce myself. It used to do that. It doesn't do that anymore. You know, he knew the value of comedy. Old Dirty Bastard knew the value of comedy. E40 knows the value of comedy. Danny Brown knows the value of comedy. Open Mike Eagle knows the value of comedy. Not everything has to be serious to be meaningful. And E40's verse is meaningful and funny and all that. He's got that kind of E40 style delivery, but just somehow even funnier. Talking about touching someone else's girlfriend's boobs, saying he's checking for lumps. She wants y'all to work out. I told her, never give up. Like the way he delivers these lines, it's too funny. He is too funny. And then he has this whole little clever thing here. Right? I had to take a long time to write these down. Writing these bars so hard, I'm about to tear a pen. So, about to tear a pen. So, a pen, but also a terrapin is a turtle. And also, if you don't know, the mascot of the University of Maryland Terrapins. Okay? Writing these bars so hard, I'm about to tear a pen. You was up then, but now you an M in the red like Maryland. Because the logo of University of Maryland, when it's not a little turtle, a little terrapin, it is the letter M in red. So you are an M in the red. You are $1 million in debt. You are an M in the red like Maryland. This is the fun that one can have when one is creative and just playing around with just words and rhymes and similes and metaphors. And God damn it. Thank you for watching. You know? I get to do this, and I get so much positive. I did this back when I had 20 views on a video. I'll keep doing this until I got 20 million. I just love it. I just love that you're here and that you're sharing this with me, because this is what I love. This is why I teach. I want to share this passion I have for humanity just with everybody. And this right here, now you an M in the red like Maryland, that's right there. In Baltimore, they say you different. They stress it. It's perplexing. I only see my mirror in the reflection. No, I only mirror my reflection. So my son works in Baltimore. He works sort of helping people, so he probably won't have a job for very long. Because you see, there's some people in Baltimore who need more help than has been provided to them. That the dream of a capitalist equality paradise has not really fallen through. So it is incumbent upon the people of the state to help them. So, anyways, that's probably going to be going away soon, because apparently the new order is help nobody. That's the new thing. Just help nobody with a smile. That's the slogan. So, anyways, he's like, yeah, no, that. I was like, what does this line mean? He's like, yeah, no, they say you in a weird way. So in Baltimore, they say you different. They stress it. It's perplexing. So now my son has that line in his head whenever they talk to him in his office. They say, you different. They stress it. It's perplexing. Ooh. Then we get to the song El Hongo. Anyways, Bruiser Wolf just, goddamn, what a treasure. What a treasure. The Mushroom, more psychedelic rock. The sample extends really nicely. His voice is a little more gruff here. I'm not a big fan. He talks about the wealth gap, and he talks about how 25% of the people fight for 2% of the wealth, or whatever it is. And then he goes off about, like, Fauci and the World Health Organization. Listen, let me help you. Conspiracies. There's no conspiracies. Everything's out in the blue, okay? The billionaires are trying to hurt you and take your money and have ever-expanding wealth. They are trying to hurt the people who are the most hurt. That's their goal. That's their stated goal. That's what they're doing. The World Health Organization, the CDC, are not out to hurt anybody. Their actual goal is to help people. Now, they don't always succeed, but that's their goal. And the more you fight the CDC and the World Health Organization, the more you help the billionaires kill the people. But anyways, I don't blame anybody. So I don't blame anybody who distrusts the medical system. But it is my job to just kind of put that out there. Doctors are actually trying to help people. That's their thing. Doctors are trying to help people. Teachers are trying to teach people. Billionaires are trying to murder people and steal the pennies out of their pockets. That's just the way the system works. He's a military mind, literally moving on Dilla time. Stash, a totally different flow. I think this must be Black Milk rapping at the beginning, because I can't tell. It doesn't sound like Fat Ray. Maybe he just has a different voice. Maybe a little bit more melodic. A kind of a misogynist verse, which I don't really love. And then he just does, you think I'm a shit, I'm not, you think you're the shit, I'm not even a fart. And just goes into this whole verse. Again, if you don't follow Sam Buck on Instagram, he does a lot of great stuff on Instagram. He breaks down this verse, or at least celebrates this. It's quite good. Gotta know, like a Charlie's Angels type beat here. Milk is spillin', Ray is illin', what more can I say? We J Dillon. So it's mixing together Audio 2's Top Billin', which is this really old song from the 80s, which we've just heard sampled 1,000 times. I mean, Jay-Z sampled it, Wyclef sampled it, and in this case, because it's milk. The original lyrics is milk is chillin', and so here they get to say milk is spillin', Ray is illin'. It's fun, and then J Dillon instead of Top Billin'. It's great because they're always paying homage to J Dilla. And then the instrumental outro with Daily Bread, guitars and strings, and we are flying from outer space. And there you go. All right. Thanks again. All right. Awesome. So what did you think of the album? Are you going to listen to it? Why haven't you listened to it? Please listen to it. Please spend more time appreciating good rap than dunking on Drake. That's your homework, okay? I put it up on Brightspace. Feel free to dunk on Drake. If you dunk on Drake for 10 hours, you need to talk about good rap music for 10 hours and 1 minute, okay? That's my homework. There's the camera.